that cat came back.
As thousands packed the city of Waco for the 6th annual IRONMAN 70.3, one man is using it as an opportunity to raise awareness for mental health and addiction. Todd Crandell is an all-world athlete who spent 13 years struggling with drug addiction, but he says it's the Ironman that changed his life for the better.
And ironically, back in my drug addiction, I used to watch the Ironman Hawaii, and I thought, I want to do that someday. And about, 6 years into my sobriety, I did my first Ironman in 1999, and now I'm here for my 121st Ironman.
Crandell has raced Ironman in 22 countries and 6 continents, and now right here in our neighborhood.
Make sure to run in the story too that he's almost 60 years old. So
really?
Yeah, we want people to know how old he is.
Or I'll be 58 in December.
Dang!
I'd guess 40 at most.
Really?
At most.
Wow, I appreciate that. I've been vegan for the past 8 years, and that has just elevated my health to a whole other level. But yeah, I appreciate that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You guys boosted his ego, and I'm gonna have to deal with all that after you leave.
You see me?
What are you talking?
Am I in the shot?
You are in the shot.
You sure?
Yeah. You talked about this a little bit in Louisville. What are some of the other pitfalls you see people making at a year and a half into sobriety?
Jobs, relationships, putting down one self-destruction thing and picking up another, thinking it's okay. Food, gambling, the money. I was horrible with money. Horrible with money.
Every addict, alcoholic is coming at it. Nobody comes out with perfect credit scores after that.
Buying stuff that I didn't need. You know, I told my grandma I needed a spring jacket, right? So she gave me her credit card, and I came back with a white leather fringe jacket.
Did you look good in it at
I
least?
look cool as hell in it.
Of course.
You know, I don't know where that is. But that just absurd behavior with stuff like that. And you know what it is? It's trying to fill the hole in the soul. I just had it with a couple people at Racing for Recovery today. Two people that were doing well. Got jobs, first paycheck. I'm like, have you heard us? You've been in our group for 4 months. You heard us talking about this, right? We give you example after example after example.
For some people, that's the biggest trigger, is having cash in their pocket.
And I'm that same way. Todd, don't put your hand on the stove, it'll burn you. What? Oh, damn. I was the same way. I had to fall down and figure this stuff out for myself. And I understand that stuff from people. But it's not going to stop us from saying, hey man, these are the things that we've seen.
In today's world of fentanyl, it's like you don't get an opportunity to put your hand on the stove too many times.
So I do want to talk about this thing with relapse. Relapse is a word that needs to be removed from sobriety and treatment. And here's why. When I hear that relapse is a part of recovery, I think it's one of the most insulting, enabling statements that can be made. And if I'm a family member and my loved one is battling addiction and they pay whatever they pay to get help, and the clinician, God only knows why, informs that client that, well, you know, relapse is part of recovery. For someone like me, when I hear that, I hear it's okay to use, because relapse is a part of recovery. And in this day and age with fentanyl and all this other stuff, you're telling somebody it's okay to use again and they go out and die? Why are we doing that? Relapse, I don't even know what that means. It is a cognizant choice to pick up whatever substance you want to use and use it. That is not a relapse. You are making not only a decision to finally put it in your body, however you want to do that, there is a myriad of decisions before that. And we talked yesterday about if you're driving to the liquor store, how many decisions have to get made before you actually drink that? You find your car keys, you put on your shoes, you get your wallet, you drive to the store, you go through each traffic light, you get out of the car, you walk into the carryout, you get your thing out of the cooler. Those are cognizant choices. That is not a disease. That is not I'm powerless. You are making cognizant decisions to go grab that poison and then drink it. Let's acknowledge that. Start empowering people. As a clinician, I want to empower somebody to feel, at least respect themselves for that given moment, to not make all of those choices to drink. And anybody that disagrees with that is wrong. Trust. I'm gonna do my IOP group this morning on trust. And why do we lose it? In the process of regaining it or gaining it for the first time. And the reason I'm doing this is these cats that are here this morning. Woke up today and to an empty bowl of cat food and empty water and refilled it, and two of them came back out, and as soon as we opened the door to come out here, they took off. And it's like, what happened to them that they can't trust that simple kindness? So, hey, we're the guys that are feeding you. And I want to translate that into stuff with clients because I see it every day. You know, it's just the parallels to some of this stuff are very similar, and I find it interesting. I'll hear a lot of things when people come into Racing for Recovery, like how great this is, and they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's the quote. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm like, what shoe? You're in the shoe store. And that's a metaphor or some sarcasm in a very serious subject. And it's because of what people have been through. And it's our job is to constantly be consistent with our education, our commitment to service, and everything that Racing for Recovery does in order to regain that trust in them that they can now trust themselves and go out and be successful people in the world.